Yo, 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 you already know what time it is. Welcome back to another episode of Thinker versus Speaker, where I'm Marissa the Thinker, sit down with different guests and we talk about all things, anything, everything, life, love, relationships, spirituality, literally whatever we want to talk about. So if it's anything that you want to hear me talk about, or you want to hear me and a certain guest talk about, or you want to come on the show and talk about something, let me know. Follow me on social media. I'll give y'all all of that fun stuff and fancy jazz. At the end, if you are easily triggered, this might not necessarily be the place for you. I am not here to police people's thoughts and opinions. I'm only here to create a dialogue and have conversations. So if that's not for you, by all means, do what you need to do. But if you into that kind of thing, strap up, stay tuned, and let's get into it. I got Ashton back in the building today. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm alright. I'm tired, but I'm thugging. So it's all good. I'ma just keep it pushing, man. I'ma just keep it pushing. But I'm alright. I'm good. Yeah, so honestly, I know we had a topic in mind today, but I had a thought in my mind. If you don't mind.
Come on, what's the thought? I'm listening.
So today we got a topic, you know what I'm saying? It's been coming up a lot in the news and stuff like that. On the lowest the keys, it was either gonna be this or it was gonna be the mass shootings, because you saw it was another one.
Yeah.
Man, that shit been blowing me. I'm not even gonna lie, like that shit be
Me
blowing
too.
me. I just looked at the news, bro. I just looked at the news and they was talking where the last shooting just happened.
Michigan.
Michigan, they was talking about that one and the dude that they were interviewing on the news, and he was just like, man, I just hope that something would change. And that just stuck out in my mind, like, hope something would change. I was like, hope something would change. Ain't, what the fuck does that even mean? What the fuck does that even actually mean?
Man, that goes into another topic that we spoke on that I really don't want to get into right now. But the hope is basically a lot of these, I call them school shooters, whatever the situation may be, SS's. A lot of these school shooters is either military babies or they messed up in the head. So it's like, as a person, I feel like you have to go back to childhood. They need they need therapy, because they not gonna talk to everyone going on or whatever. So if you close to them, they ain't gonna talk. So they'd rather talk to a stranger before they talk to somebody close to them. So I feel that it's hope, yeah, but therapy in these school systems. But that's a subject. That's a whole nother subject.
Everybody need therapy, in my opinion.
That.
That's me though. I feel like literally everybody could benefit from therapy. And you know what I'm saying? Have you ever been to therapy before?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, do you think people really understand what therapy is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you really think that our community, like where we come from specifically, do you think they really understand what therapy is?
No, they just think that it's somebody else trying to judge them and tell them how to live their life, which is not actually. It's basically somebody you could talk to and get.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because it's that fucking simple. Like, it literally is just that. Like, it's that fucking simple. But yeah, go ahead.
But it's to the point that you also got to understand that they also giving you advice, trying to help you open your world, open your mind, to open it that you always, because you feel that type of way or whatever, you can't take it out on Billy Bob Joe or whatever. Like, sometimes you just need to get it out, or talk to or just have conversations with the people that you got beef with or whatever like that. Tell them how you really feel, but people don't want to talk. So it's like they rather talk to a stranger. It's not the simple fact that they're coming here to judge you. They're listening, helping you through the problems that you're going through, maybe better you as a person. But you gotta go into therapy open-minded. You can't go up in there, oh, I ain't finna listen to this motherfucker. They can't tell me they ain't lived my life, they ain't been in my shoes, none of that. You have to go into it open-mindedly and listen.
They ain't even telling you shit, for real. My therapist didn't tell me shit, for real. Like, she did, but she didn't at the same time. Like, my therapist tends to lead me to the answers myself by asking certain questions.
Hey,
For real, all my therapist ever did was ask me questions, allowed me to answer them, didn't judge me. You know what I'm saying? And then gave like feedback. Actually, no, not even feedback. Like she asked more questions based off of listening to what I said and hearing what it was that I said, and then was able to like give suggestions. Like she never told me anything. You know what I'm saying? If I would, if like, say for instance, if I would, something that I would always be like, oh, like, you know what I'm saying? I always start things and I stop. I start things and I stop. I don't ever like really finish what I started. And she was just like, have you ever read this book called Atomic Habits? And I'm just like, nah, I ain't never really even, I've seen it, but I've never read it. She was just like, oh, you should read it. That was like that be the stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like that be the stuff that my therapist would give me. It wouldn't be like, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be like her being like, well, you need to do this, and this. It's like suggestions. Like it's literally like my therapist felt like my friend.
true.
For real, like it felt like a friend. And like sometimes that's what people be needing. They be needing somebody to talk to that's not gonna judge them, that's just gonna listen.
That's hard to find. And the world is blinded by the naked eye, and everybody is judgmental.
Yeah. Well, not everybody, right? Not everybody. It's just the people that we are around. And depending on what types of people that you surround yourself with is what you know, right? So if
Fact.
all that you know are people that are like closed minded and you know what I'm saying, think one way about everything, because at one point in time, like I was, you know what I'm saying? Like by nature, I'm a person that likes to ask a lot of questions, right? I was a
Mm.
person that likes to ask a lot of questions and was inquisitive, but I was surrounded by people who like to judge. So being surrounded by people that like to judge, I'm young. That forms my psyche. So you know what I'm saying? It therefore makes me low key judgy as well. So you know what I'm saying? I don't want to show people that I'm inquisitive. I don't want to show people like actually these things that y'all judging. I don't feel the same way about this. But to fit in, I'm just not gonna say nothing. And I suppress more and more and more and more and more of myself. And I think like this is just how life is, right? But it's not until you open up and you explore certain boundaries and you start introducing yourself to new environments and new people where you realize like, oh, like that was just my surroundings. And like actually it's people that actually are more so like me than what I surrounded myself by. And my life could actually be happier if I distance myself from this thing and put myself around more of that thing. And I think people don't really be understanding that sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially those people that grow up feeling like the black sheep and that they misunderstood and like nobody understands me. It's just like, yes, it's people out there in the world that are gonna understand you, but you probably feel that way based off of what's around you right now.
True. 100%. And I don't think people understand that.
I don't. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I think sometimes our world gets formed by the lens that we surround ourselves by. And I know, like, I'll just speak on where we from and like my surroundings or whatever growing up that way. A lot of people they don't go to many other places, right? They don't
True.
go to many other places. So St. Louis is all they know. That environment is all they know. You know, Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, that's what they know. You know what I'm saying? That's what they know, right? So, you know what I'm saying? If that's all you know, why would you think it's anything else out in the world? Like you might see the Eiffel Tower like on a picture, but to you that's just a picture. Real life is the Walmart on West Florissant. That's real life. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real
Yeah.
life. Like reality is Riverview. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, why would you think it's anything else?
Because they scared to expand their mind frame, or they think that they are comfortable with being at home and there's nothing else that the world could give them. But with that being said, like I had to take myself out of the city that we from to better myself, and it has made me look at a lot of things a lot different. But I still be on that. cautiousness when I'm home. Trust and believe that. I know I gotta move differently than I move other places than I am at home.
Gotta be.
A lot of people don't understand that. Like I'm more comfortable out of my own city than in my own
Dead
city. And that's
ass.
sad.
Dead
That's sad.
ass.
That's
Like
sad.
dead ass. Head be on a full blown swivel. At home. At home. It's so fucking wild, bro. Like it's so wild. Go ahead, my bad.
You good, but that's 100%. Like I'm more comfortable anywhere else than at home. I ain't gotta worry about the stupid stuff that I have to worry about at home. Places. I tell people all the time, like when people say the St. Louis is murder capital of the world, hey, bruh. If you want that gangster stuff, you can't move the way that you move in other places and stuff like that. We ain't gonna allow it. They not. And it's like, you go ahead.
And it makes me wonder why, but I think maybe it has something to do with what I just said, right? Because it's just like the mentality there, like I ain't even gonna throw shade at St. Louis, right? I was talking to my friend Kay. She's a therapist. She comes on here all the time. And we met in St. Louis. She's not from St. Louis, but we met in St. Louis. And I was like, St. Louis is a place where you can make something out of nothing and also nothing out of something at the same motherfucking time. Right. And she was like, that's a motto. That's literally, she was like, that's the motto for the city right there. You know what I'm saying? Right the fuck there. Because it's just like at the same time where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Because things are what they are. I think we a place where sometimes, not everybody, but sometimes we a is what it is type of place. Niggas was not lying when they called that shit the show me state. Niggas do not believe shit until they see the full blown motherfucking proof. It is not a place of faith.
Hell no. Nah.
It is not a place of faith. Like it is not. Motherfuckers want proof. They say, oh, you want to be a singer? We'll believe your ass when we see you on motherfucking YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. We'll believe your ass when we see you on BET, bitch. Otherwise, you ain't shit. Be like, what the fuck kind of mentality is that, yo? What the fuck kind of mentality is that? But they be the same motherfuckers that when they see your ass on BET, they be like, damn, did you see her? Like, did you?
That
Everybody
nigga straight made it, bro. That nigga said he was gonna do it, bro. Like they give you your recognition, but as soon as you pop up in the city, hey, bro, what's going on? They gonna be the first niggas that have their hand out too, though.
Own it. They be own it, but they won't support you getting it.
Hell no.
They won't support you getting.
But as soon as you doing, hey, bro, what's up?
What's poppin'?
Niggas on though.
I know her. I used to go to school with her. Like, be like, nigga, you was not fucking with me when you knew me. You was not fucking with me when you knew me. You was not fucking with me when you saw me. But you see other people fucking with me. Now you want to fuck with me. That shit sound fake as fuck. I ain't even gonna cap with y'all. That shit sound phony as hell. And then motherfuckers, they'll be the first ones to call you fake because you don't fuck with that fake ass shit right there. As soon as you curve a nigga, because these be the same motherfuckers. These be the same motherfuckers. I used to fuck with her. I used to know her. And you be like, I don't know you because you ain't know me. Back when I was trying to know you, you ain't want to know me. Right? But then when you get that curve, it's just like, well, fuck her. She ain't shit no way. She was lame as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? It be like,
I ain't that lame nigga no more. You the one who trying to hop down on me. You coming to me. What you mean?
Nothing out of something and something out of nothing.
Like I wouldn't shit. You said I'd never be nothing. Like, all right, but now that I got something going on and you see me, oh, what's up? Bye. I'm giving you the same energy you gave me back then, right back to you now.
And it's just like, what's blocking that support? What's blocking that support besides like self-hate? Because that's all that sticks out in my mind.
I feel like the people that's hating are what is called trolling you or whatever the situation may be. I'm the type of person to let them niggas motivate me because they want to be just like me. So with that being said, I just let it motivate me.
bruh. I'm telling you, bruh, because that used to be. I'm starting to come out of that mindset because I used to be good for that. I used to be so good for that. Where it's just like, I love when somebody tell me what I can't do so I can show them I can. I used to love it when niggas hated on me, right? Because it would feel like I got something to prove. Now I felt like I got something to prove, but now I'm getting to a point in my life where it's like I ain't got shit to prove to no motherfucking body but myself. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do good, people got shit to say. When you do bad, motherfuckers got shit to say. So it literally don't matter. I don't gotta prove shit to y'all if I know who I am. And I think I think that's what makes the difference, right? Because not everybody there is a hater. Not everybody that comes from the types of places is a hater. Some people will show you the most love, the most support that you'll ever seen in your life. That's why I say something out of nothing and nothing out of something. Because just as much as it is bad, there's good shit too. I love, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, like, I love where the fuck I came from. But that's just a part, you know what I'm saying? That's just a part of it. And that's what's so crazy. Because, like, you do get that love. When they see a motherfucker make it, they love that. You know what I'm saying? They love that. And it's just like, but y'all hated it the whole way up, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, why y'all hate it the whole way up? You know what I'm saying? Other than just hate, period. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't believe that it was more out there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always got to prove something. But in reality, the only thing that you got to prove to anybody is yourself. It's so many motherfuckers that's not making moves because they scared that people gonna judge them, or they scared of what people gonna think, or you know what I'm saying, they scared what's gonna happen if they leave the city, or if they do something else, or if they go outside the status quo. And it's just like, what the fuck you scared of? Motherfuckers gonna talk regardless.
100.
I don't understand. You don't want to put yourself out there because you don't feel like it's gonna get supported, but at the same time, when you see somebody else doing their thing, you don't support. And it's like, where do you think that changes at? The other person?
That's
You think that changes at the other person?
not at all.
That shit starts with you, don't it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You got your little ass business or whatever. You got your ass business, and you wondering why motherfuckers ain't buying your lashes. Whole time you looking at the girl that do nails, and you just looking and scrolling past her shit at the same time. Why y'all not having a conversation in Lincoln?
Trying to build it together. Hey, you do this, I do this, but niggas don't want to. Why? Because it's like, bruh, say for instance, you get more business than the next motherfucker. As long as we up in this establishment and we doing it to where both bills getting paid and both of us is got an understanding, we can send clients each other ways. You feel what I'm saying? But people don't want to work together. Why? It's they greedy. That's the definition.
Yeah, because some people get shiesty. Some people get shiesty and they do the most, but you know what I'm saying? It's all about being able to trust yourself to gauge what type of people that you gonna fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that goes into what you surround yourself with again, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, if you don't want to do business with a motherfucker because you scared they shiesty, do you not know what a shiesty motherfucker look like? Or are you a shiesty motherfucker yourself? Because why you thinking like this?
True. I mean, but living out here, I mean, out here is hard.
I'm not foolish.
But out here, I don't know. Out here, that'll be hard unless niggas grow up. And it's a lot of dumb stuff that's going on out here for real. Like, I stay in what you said, the swamps. I stay in between Riverview and Baton, so I'm between 800, Squad, Stone, all of that. So it's like, bruh, it's too much. It's too much going on. There, people just need to sit down and take a breath and think about, damn, why I'm shooting that dude for real, for honestly, or why I'm doing this or why I'm doing that for honestly. Like,
do people think they ain't got shit to lose?
I don't know. We a cocky city, and people ain't scared to die.
And that makes me wonder why. You know what I'm saying? Because why is it? Because when I think about that mentality, it's definitely a I don't give a fuck mentality there. Like, it's the I don't give a fuck. It can be whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could be whatever. You can die right now. I don't give a fuck. I can go to jail right now. Like, that's the energy that comes from that motherfucker. Like, y'all think I'm lying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all think I'm lying? That's the energy. Like, for real. Like, that be the energy. Like, I don't give a fuck. It could be for the smallest shit. It don't matter. You can go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like that. And it's just like, why do people not care? Like, you know what I'm saying? It always, that's what always sticks out to me when I see that type of those types of mentalities, because it's just like, why do you feel like you don't have anything to lose? Why do you feel like your life is not valuable? Because the moment that you do something like that, you could potentially throw your life away. So why do you feel like your life is not valuable?
Goes back to what was going on back in the day and in their household, how they was brought up, what type of attention they was getting. Is it, did you want to be in front of your daddy, or whatever the situation may be? But at the same time, you don't know what was going on inside that household to make that person that don't give a hell. So
True.
they made, like, that's what the mentality is. So it's like, that's what people, where it goes back to what you said, everybody needs therapy.
Woo! But you said it before I could.
But yeah, like, you don't know what's going on with a person, and that's from the police to everybody. You don't know what's going on in a person's head or what they've been through.
Yeah.
They still dealing with demons that they've been dealing with since they was child and don't know how to deal with it.
I really feel like that's what it is. I dead ass feel like that's what it is. I could be right, I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. But I feel like a lot of the things that people do, that's why I feel like everybody needs therapy, because people go through shit. And the way that it manifests sometimes, the shit that people go through, depending on how they learned how to deal with it, is what you get. Because, you know what I'm saying? When I see somebody that's like quick to shoot a motherfucker, I see somebody that don't care about their life and therefore can't care about nobody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, if you don't give a fuck about going to jail, obviously you don't give a fuck about killing nobody. But you know what I'm saying? But if you don't give a fuck about that, then it's just like, you feel like you ain't got nothing to live for. Why do you feel like you ain't got nothing to live for? Because of the things that you done been through in your life. Because you might not have seen hope or opportunities. You might not have learned how to deal with your emotions when you was a child. Your parents might not have been there. You might not have got the love that you needed. Nobody probably told you that you were smart, that you could do it, that you could strive for more. You probably feel cheated out of opportunities. You probably feel like it ain't no hope, like you ain't ever gonna get out of this motherfucking city no way. So what the fuck is the point? You got a better chance going to County Brown. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, that's not true. It's not true. But given what you surrounded by, what you grow up in, you could think that it's a trap. For real, it's a mental trap. You know what I'm saying? Because all of these things, and I'm glad that we talking about it too, because we said this in the episode that didn't come out, remember? Where it's just like, we had these skills, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, we can believe in ourselves for everything else. You can believe in yourself to kill. You can believe in yourself to scam. You can believe in yourself to rob. You can believe in yourself to do all this other shit that could end you like dead or in jail, but you can't believe in yourself to start a business. You can't take these skills somewhere else and make something out of it. And you know what I'm saying? Granted, like, I think sometimes people just ain't never had that thought process before. You know what I'm saying? We get into a point now where it's just like, girls is doing what they seen their mama do, or what they seen their mama go through. And you know what I'm saying? They going through what they seen their daddy do, or what they see their daddy go through, or what they didn't see because they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Some people have dead ass tried to figure this shit out on their own. Some people dead ass figuring life out on their own. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we come through it. Because to be honest, I think we just immature.
That.
We're just immature.
Facts. It's a hell of a lot of immature.
We're immature. We don't know how to deal with our emotions. Ego's too big, pride too motherfucking big. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker broke your heart in the 3rd grade. Now it's just been fuck everything ever since. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like you went through certain experiences in life that you felt like was unfair and you didn't deserve it. So now you taking it out on the rest of the world, yourself, your kids, your family, your friends, and everything, because you don't know how to deal with your emotions. And you also don't know what the fuck therapy is, because that's the place where you learn how to do exactly the fuck that.
True. Hey, it's crazy because I used to be cocky and everything like that. Like, that's crazy that you mentioned that. And somebody came to me. I ain't speaking no names, but you know who the person is. I'm just gonna say Dangerous. But with that being said,
what's up, Shy? No, just
she ain't even though. With that being said, she used to say the same thing. She used to be like, hey, bro, you cocky. Like, you got too much animosity. But as she got to know me, she was like, hey, though, but all that cockiness, you stood on everything that you have ever said. Like, you said you was going to go do that, everything like that. So, you cocky? You said you was going to do.
I had motherfuckers tell me that shit before, too. Motherfuckers, yeah, it's a difference. Go ahead.
But, yeah, like, I mean, cockiness is a way of form of fashion. You could be like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. Are you doing it? Are you taking the precautions to do it? Like, you saying you doing this, but can you back it up with actual facts?
That's facts. Earn that shit. A motherfucker told me the same shit. I love that motherfucker. Like, it's just like, told me the same shit. Like, no, for real. Because it was just like, she was sitting there and she was like, you cocky, but you ain't like cocky. Like, she was like, you cocky, but you ain't arrogant. It's like you backing it, though. It's just like, she's like, you don't even try to be cocky. You just know, like, you know, she was like, you just fucking know. And I was like, I ain't know I was cocky. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, you know, I know I can pop my shit when I want to, but I never thought of my shit as cocky. She was like, yeah, you cocky, but you back that shit. You know what I'm saying? You cocky, but you back that shit, and it's a difference. It's a difference. Now, that's mature. You know, real shit. Now, motherfuckers always want to talk this shit where it's just like a man, a woman. But I hear man a lot. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, when motherfuckers be like, oh, women need to submit. Women need to submit. All that shit. Be like,
oh my God. Back to the situation.
You gotta be a man. You gotta be a fucking man. Y'all, some niggas be boys. Niggas be dead ass little boys trying to get a woman to submit. Like, nigga, you a little boy playing with little girls. And y'all playing little boy, little girl games. Cause I promise you, like, you know what I'm saying? If you was a real man, you wouldn't be having that fucking conversation. Cause it's natural. It's natural. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gay as look. I'm gay as hell, right? But I grew up with a daddy, and my daddy a man. You feel me? My daddy a man. So even when I was going through them things and trying to figure it out, and I'll be dealing with dudes, it's just like, nigga, I can't take you serious. I know what a man look like. I can't fucking take you serious. You can't even stand on your word. You ain't even about your actions. You a fucking liar. You can't lead a household. You don't know what the fuck you doing with your damn self. You want your mama. You want a bitch to be what your mama never was. Nigga, you need help. And it be the same thing with women too. I ain't off y'all ass either. Cause women be on the same shit. Y'all be wanting a nigga to be your daddy, but you looking to a nigga that ain't a man. But at the same time, you looking at little boys cause you still a little girl. You still a little girl looking for a daddy. You looking for somebody that's gonna take care of you. You think it's that rough shit. You think it's that whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought this shit the other day. It's like, I'm the type of nigga for a bitch in her soft era. I always used to be chasing. I always used to be chasing, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I wanted the girl that was like that everybody wanted. It's just like, nah, I want the girl in her soft era. Cause she know how to appreciate a nigga. Cause she done been through this shit already. And I'm tired too. We both fucking tired.
True.
We both fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? We both fucking tired. At this point, it's just like we ain't in a relationship because we scared of getting love. We in a relationship because, look, I got shit I'm trying to do with my life. I got shit that I'm trying to do in my life, and I ain't got the time, the energy, or the want to be chasing you around about trivial shit. So I'm not finna chase you, and I'm not finna make you chase me. We either love each other and we fuck with each other enough to like work together and stay together, or we fucking don't. Like you know what I'm saying? We ain't having fucking make or break conversations about splitting bills and shit like that. It ain't even what it's a fucking about.
True. But I don't know, because like when I came up, like it been 9 years. I ain't even finna go into a lot of details or whatever the situation may be.
Don't do that. Not here.
But you already know how long I've been home, like 2 weeks or whatever. All status been talking, and it's just like I've been wanting like for a minute, but it's like niggas is scared to get a simple female because they don't know how to deal with it. It's like a woman with independence, they don't know how to deal with it. That's just 100%.
Yeah.
They want an adult, they want a kid, they want somebody that they can take care of, feed. They want the materialistic things. They don't want nobody that's taking care of themselves, because at the end of the day, they want to be flashy and spend all their money or whatever the situation may be. But I'd rather have somebody who could take care of themselves. Because at the end of the day,
if you can take care of yourself, you can take care of a fucking household.
I need somebody that you could wife. Like, I'm looking for a wife. I ain't out here trying to find no little kid that I gotta take care of, that's spending all my money, hard work money, and y'all just being sugar daddies today, self and all of that. See, this gotta be a clean podcast. I can say what I want to say, but you know, but yeah, like it be like that.
Yeah, it's just like it's just like the priorities be in a whole nother place, and that comes from being honest with yourself and loving yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? Because like when you chasing an image, when you chasing a thing where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have a flashy girl. I gotta have a girl with her nails a different way every week, and da 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 da. And I gotta be able to give her that bread and this and that and the other. It's just like, nigga, if I'm always giving you bread to get your hair, your nails, your whatever done, like, you know what I'm saying? Then that's money that's not going to things that can help us like get the real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like motherfuckers be doing all this shit. You getting your nails, your hair done every week and shit, but you still in a fucking apartment living paycheck to paycheck. And you looking for the next dick to get you out that situation. It's just like, hold on, wait, huh? Like that, is this a feasible long-term plan? Or is this shit some shit that works for today? You know what I'm saying? Is this some shit that works for today? And are you doing this shit? Is this what you really want? Is this what you really want? Let's be honest. Is this what you really want? Or is this a lifestyle that you settle for because it looks good and because it seems good and because other people make it look nice? But is this some shit that makes you sleep easy at night? Or is this some shit that makes you feel a type of way when you close your eyes? So you don't want to close your eyes. And that can apply to anything that you fucking doing in your life. For real. Because these be the same people where it's just like, you know what I'm saying, that I don't give a fuck attitude. Like, I don't even give a fuck, like, just give me money. Or I don't even give a fuck, bitch, just suck my dick and cook dinner. Like, I don't even care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, do you really not care? Or do you not think you can really get what it is that you want in your heart and your soul? Did you give up?
I did.
I did too at one point in time.
I did.
Absolutely.
I did. I ain't gonna even stunt. I did. And like me coming back home, like I ain't even gonna get into it, but shot.
Don't do
it. But yeah, like just that situation is just, man. Like it made me look at things at a whole nother standpoint. But it's like, why and how? You understand what I'm saying? Like, I flew off the face of the earth for this long.
Bruh, I'm telling you, I ain't even gonna cap with you. And I'm talking about myself. I don't want nobody to get this shit misconstrued. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you talking about what you talking about. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. But like in my life, it's just like the right one make you grow the fuck up
Hell yeah.
and see shit different. I swear to
Hell yeah.
God, it's like magic. But when that happens, that's when the petty bullshit go away. That's why I'm saying, like, all these motherfuckers that be on the internet talking about love, relationships, they gotta look like this, like da da da, all that kind of stuff. It'd be like, y'all, I don't really think y'all understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't think y'all there yet. Because once you meet that one particular person, them conversations look totally different.
Hell yeah.
Them conversations look totally different. You ain't even worried about the same shit no more. Cause now you playing a different game. You realize that some of that shit was trivial. You realize that in the past you wasn't asking the right questions. You wasn't looking for the right qualities in a partner. You realize the real shit. You be like, hey, let me get on my shit. Cause this a goddess right here. Like, this ain't no little girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't no little girl. Actually, you know what I'm saying? It gets you to a point. If you ain't never met nobody that be like, you know, cause I'm good for this shit. If I had got out of a relationship, because I was a relationship hopper, not no fucking more. Like, I was a relationship hopper. You ever met a motherfucker that'll be like, actually, I'm gonna take some time and work on myself. Actually, I'm gonna take some time to work for myself. Could I be talking to hoes right now? Absolutely. But I actually think it would be better if I start working on my career and figuring out what I actually want to do with my life, because I want to be happy, and chasing this fantasy is not making me happy. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I really want a wife. So what's stopping me from getting a wife? Oh, I'm not finding a wife because I keep choosing girls that I gotta heal. I'm insecure, so I keep attracting other people that are insecure. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want the girl that everybody wants, but you know what I'm saying? But then when she makes me feel like an option because she got all the motherfucking options, you know what I'm saying? Then I feel a type of way for myself. In reality, like, I got options too. And like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like the same way this person looking at me, I'm looking at them. Cause it's just like, I'm looking at this person like, oh, you too good for me. It ain't no, you know, I was like, oh, you too good for me. Like, it ain't no way I can pull this. And that person looking at you like, damn, you too good for me. God damn. Like, you know what I'm saying? So we looking at each other like, hold on, wait, let me get my shit together. Cause I ain't gonna let this pass me. I'm not gonna let it pass me. I'm gonna just get my shit up so I can go ahead and get what's mine. I'm gonna stop playing games. Let me stop texting hoes, because I know when this comes back around, I'm choosing. I don't want nothing in the way.
100.
I don't want you to think I'm immature. I don't want you to think I ain't got my shit together. Matter of fact, I'm not doing this just for you. I'm doing this shit for me, because I want to feel like the shit. Because I want to feel like I got my shit together. Because I want to feel like I don't need you. I want you. Because I want to be emotionally stable and not arguing with you all the time because I feel away. Because I want to learn how to communicate, because I'm tired of being passive aggressive in these relationships and falling into this bullshit. Because I actually took the time to figure out where the fuck I've been going wrong, instead of feeling sorry for myself and how these love situations, how these career situations, how these life situations play out. Figure out what I can do to change it, so next time I don't do the same shit that put me there. We got the game fucked up.
True, but that's because people see females as they just want them for their body. Like, they be like, oh, she did. They just trying to catch a quick nut. But behind that, you got people who got feelings, emotions, all of that. Like, they are damaged. So it's up to you. Like, if you really want a queen or you want a wife, you got to be on your shit already. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to be mentally, physically, and emotionally ready to come with that real stuff and understand that she damaged. So there's like conversations that she mentioned about her ex or the situations that she been through. You got to take that, bruh, and understand and use it and not make those mistakes, because she telling you what she been through. But it's up to a man to listen and be like, man, I don't want to hear about that nigga or whatever the situation may be. But if you're a man, you're gonna sit there and listen to what she has been through because you know not to make those mistakes that she's telling you why she's damaged. But niggas don't like to listen or understand any of that.
But I mean, at the same time though, like both sides get damaged, right? And it makes me wonder. It's just like, why you don't want to hear it, because it makes you think about the times where you got hurt, where you got damaged, and you ain't trying to go there.
It's not
Because
like,
you could be doing the same thing. You could be doing the same thing with her. Because like the thing that we don't understand sometimes is just like, you know, depending on who you rocking with. Now, some people use the things that they've been through as an excuse, and some people are telling you what they've been through because they just letting you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So like when I'm having a conversation with particular people that are like real close to me, and I'm telling them like the ins and the outs, like, hey, you know, my last relationship went like this, it made me feel like this, because I'm not telling you for my own fucking good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you so you can understand me more, because this is a partnership. That's what people don't understand. Like, this is a partnership. Like, I'm telling you so you can understand me. I'm trying to understand you so we can learn how to work together. And like, you know what I'm saying? And that takes, you know, putting that pride down, putting that ego down. And you know what I'm saying? Really understand it, because when you love somebody, that pride, that ego ain't gonna matter the way that it used to. Because if that's in a way, sometimes that's why people relationships don't be working. You could be with the right person, but your pride and your ego too big to actually make it successful. Sometimes these relationships aren't working because of something. It's not because of that other person. To be like, oh, you done went through shit. Oh, you went through trauma. You, motherfucker, you been through trauma too. You been through shit too. Have you dealt with your shit? Why you want other people to come dealing with their shit dealt with already? Have you dealt with yours? Why do her feelings make you uncomfortable? Because they shouldn't.
At all.
Why, you know what I'm saying? Why does that make you uncomfortable? Because it shouldn't. So you should be asking yourself more questions. But it's so much easier to blame that other person for being flawed, instead of being able to acknowledge the fact that actually I'm flawed too.
That's deep right there.
Be like, actually, I'm flawed too. Be like, actually, we got a lot of the same scars, honestly. And that shit makes a hell of a difference. That shit makes a hell of a difference. Like, could you imagine? You know what I'm saying? When you find that person that you can actually communicate, actually y'all ain't gotta argue all the time. Because sometimes that's what it is. If a motherfucker told you, like, you know what I'm saying, what's some shit that people like, I just need reassurance. Is that a hard thing to do?
Hell no. Let me know that you still care and all of this stuff and all of that. Let me know. Show me the appreciation. Show me that I'm the only one. Just affection. We don't always have to be smashing or nothing like that. Give them a hug, give them kisses, hold them. Send them a text message at work. I know you at work, but I was thinking about you. Send them, I miss you. The littlest things matter to a female, but niggas fail to realize that.
Yeah. And and shit could be so simple. It's just like, why you don't want to show her? And if you feel that way about her, like if you actually care about her, why you scared to show it?
Because at the end of the day, I feel like a person who's scared to show them emotions, they don't know. That's a tough question. Because at the end of the day, you got to think about this. That's a generation. What if your parent never showed you love? So how can you go to a female and try to show a female love? Or how do you know the steps? Or you can't take it to, say for instance, you just in that household where there's one single parent as a female and you don't have a father, your grandparents wasn't in there, or no daddy figure. And your mother is the only one showing you love. How can you learn to love a female from a man point of view? All you got to do is learn it on your own. So you got to go in and make those mistakes, or sit back and realize, hey, what am I
doing? Exactly. Because you know what I'm saying? And that goes back to the beginning of the episode. Excuse me. That goes back to the beginning of the episode where we talk about how like the things that you've been through, this shit goes deep. That's why I think everybody needs therapy. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. And it's nothing to be afraid of, because sometimes we got to get it out, because all a therapist does is ask these kind of questions to make you reflect like that and to make you think about these kind of things. Because when you go into that space, you can understand like, hey, like, why am I uncomfortable showing my emotions? Actually, like, I really fucking love this girl, but I'm scared to let her know that, because the last time that I felt this way, somebody hurt me bad as fuck, or like, I don't know how to communicate, because the way that I was raised, I don't really understand my emotions. So I can't really tell you what I'm feeling right now. I just know that I got these feelings that I can't really handle, deal with. Actually, instead of me being like, oh, I can't have a girl like you, like, actually, let me figure out how to love on myself. Let me figure out how to heal those wounds. Let me figure out how to get past this so I can get what it is that I want. And you can apply that beyond relationships. You can apply that to like career. Like, damn, like, why am I working this job that I don't like? Why am I staying in this living situation that I don't like? Why am I doing these things that I do? And really like asking yourself some of these things that matter, because at the end of the day, if nobody ever told you, you matter. You matter, your feelings matter, what you want, it matters.
I had to learn that the hard way, bro. I just me being 100. I had to learn that the hard way through every relationship that I've been with. I'm like, man, my voice don't matter. My voice don't matter. And then, are my feelings. And motherfuckers was just like, hey, bro, I wouldn't be asking you this if I didn't care, or whatever the situation may be. You got to have that person adamant about it. And like, okay, I understand that you going through stuff. I'm also going through stuff, but we here to listen to each other's problems. So maybe we can come to a solution through both of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you know what I'm saying? It takes doing that work to even understand when somebody is trying to show up for you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't understand when that, you know what I'm saying, that person that I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't understand when that person was trying to show up for me, because I was trying to fight it. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to fight it. I'm trying to push it away, because it's just like, nah, because if you love me, if you cared about me, you would act like this. It's just like, no, like, that's what you want it to look like, because that's some shit that you never got. But like, actually, like, this person is showing you, like, with their actions, with their words, like, you know what I'm saying, where they hold you. But I can't see that because of how I feel. And that's some shit that other person can't fix. We be looking for other people to fix shit that was meant for us to heal.
That's fact. But at the same time, all right, so as a man or anybody, how do you feel? Like, how do you deal with a person that's, all right, say for instance,
I can't answer as a man.
But as a woman, alright, so yeah, let me ask that. So as a woman, let me rephrase that.
I'm just fucking with you, dog. It don't matter.
But as a woman and you independent, as a woman and you've been independent all your life or whatever the situation may be, and you have that person that's coming in being that gentleman, but you ain't used to it, and it starts to aggravate you sometimes, like, how do you flush yourself out of that bubble and get used to it?
What, like when somebody actually is trying to love you and you fighting it?
Like, say for instance, like, you trying to open the door for a person and all of those type of things, whatever the situation, but being a huge gentleman, like, don't take gas, all of that. But hey, bro, they catch attitudes about it or whatever the situation may be because they independent. That's understandable. But them are not female. I understand that you doing this while that person not around or whatever the situation, because you have to fact. But if that person is telling you the opposite, aggressive for. I understand y'all used to doing that thing on your own, but if that person is coming to try to be there to help you, why y'all sometimes push it away or block it?
You gotta. That's something that you kind of gotta work through yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? That's something that nobody can really heal for you. You gotta figure out. You know, you gotta get yourself to a point where you can allow that in. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be honest with yourself about what it is that you want, right? You know what I'm saying? If you saying, oh, I'm independent, like, okay, that's cool, but do you want help? Do you want somebody that's gonna do those things for you? I understand you might not have had it in the past, but is that what you want? And if that's what you want and somebody is genuinely trying to give it to you, like they don't want nothing from you, they really just are like that, they want to give you that, then you know what I'm saying, you gonna have to figure out how and why to let that in, because you got to figure out what's blocking it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to figure that out, you know?
They pass.
Like, yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I see that's the part that I don't that's the part that I don't understand, cuz see, on that end I'm on the flip side. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the flip side. I'm that nigga. Like I said, I'm that nigga for your soft era, right? I'm that nigga for your soft era. So if you still on that, I don't need nobody, I don't care, I ain't got no feelings, ass shit, then it's nothing I can do for you until you ready to let that part in. But you know what I mean? Because I'm just gonna get on your nerves, asking about your feelings and shit.
But how do they know that? I mean, but at the end of the day, how are you supposed to deal with it, knowing the fact that they've been with somebody that mentally, emotionally, physically drained them for years on top of years, but they're allowing it slowly but surely. But it's to the aspect that they broken, and you still have those patience. Like you gotta have the patience to deal with
it. Yeah. You have to. Okay, so this is where I fucked up. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have the patience, but I wasn't in a place where I could understand, like, that's what was going on, right? So, like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's not a job for you. And like that's something that we have to understand as people sometimes too, especially when it comes to relationships. Like this is two completely different individuals. You can't make somebody heal faster than they meant to heal. You can't make somebody act the type of way because you want them to act the way. Like if that person ain't ready, then you either gotta wait for them to be ready or you gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you can work on yourself in the meantime and allow things to just be what they are. You know what I'm saying? If it's meant to come back together, then it will. But if it's not, then you have to understand, like, maybe that's just not meant, because sometimes, like I said, you can't rush it. It might feel right. It might feel like that right person. It might feel like all of that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's that person's work that they got to do. The same way how we as individuals have things that we have to heal, because like I said, we done been through trauma too. We've been through things too. It might not be the same as that other person. It might not manifest the same ways, but sometimes we try to take responsibility for other people's trauma when it's not ours to take responsibility for. And that's a slippery slope when you get into relationships, because that trauma that person experienced is theirs. Now you can be there for them and support them, but it's not your job to, you know what I'm saying, take complete responsibility for it. Now, if this person has been through X, Y, and Z, and their way of doing it is of dealing with it is becoming cold, becoming distant, shutting you out, verbally abusing you, hitting you, talking to you, that's no excuse for how you getting treated at the end of the day. Because at the end of the day, you have to take responsibility for how you get treated and how somebody makes you feel. If you're not getting what you need out of a dynamic, then you shouldn't be there. And if you love yourself, you should not be there. But if that person has been through things and you can see that they trying, you know what I'm saying, you can see that they trying and they keeping you in the loop, like, hey, I'm dealing with some things, I'm working on it, I just need a little bit of space, bear with me, whatever, that's a different conversation. But if that person is putting you through the ringer, and then they putting you through the ringer and all they got for you is just like, I've been through so much, that's a red flag. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a red flag. Now, some people deserve it. Like, if they in a spot where it's just like, look, I done been through XYZ, these are my experiences, I'm working through that, like, you got to be patient with me, like, I care about you, I don't want to put you through this, that's why I'm kind of keeping you at a distance so I can work on these things, but like, trust and believe, like, I love you, I fuck with you, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I really care about you, and that's why I'm doing what it is that I'm doing right now, versus somebody that's just like, look, I done been through trauma, it is what it is. That's two completely different things, in my opinion.
Mm, true, true, but I'm like, I don't know, like, 'cause situations happening like that now, but it's not the bad, it's the first one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they know
Exactly.
what's going
That's
on,
what's worth it.
but that's
That's
dangerous though.
how.
That's a dangerous situation because it's just like at the end of the day, as you as a person, you know that that person is going through stuff. All you trying to do is help them, and they telling you, "I ain't going nowhere." You locked in and all of this. Oh man, that's dangerous because it's like you already know the situation. They've been done over that situation, but it's just like how you supposed to deal with the situation when it's other stuff interfering of what y'all want to do.
Oh well, I mean, shit. That see, mm, that's one of those things where you gotta ask yourself what it is that you want, and are you getting what you need out of that situation? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's a matter of like, am I gonna put my life on hold for this situation, or am I just gonna take my time and allow things to play out as they will? You know what I mean? Because as much as I want to be like, oh, like I cared about such and such, like whatever, whatever, at the end of the day, the circumstances were not meant for anything to come from that. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't meant for that. I was going through things, that person was going through things. It didn't align that way. And you know what I'm saying? At that point, it's just like I made the decisions that I made because at the end of the day, it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm happy, and that situation the way that it wasn't gonna make me happy. I wasn't gonna get what I needed from that situation being what it was. So I ultimately have to make the decision like, all right, I gotta take time for me. And you know what I'm saying? That person is doing what it is that they doing, whatever that may be. So you know what I'm saying? There just has to be, you know, a certain aspect of trust. And for me, it's trusting God to understand like, hey, like I trust it. So like if I'm supposed to be with that person, then you know what I'm saying, that's what it's gonna be. And if it's somebody else better for me, you know what I'm saying, I'm open to that. But shit, today, you know what I'm saying, it's one of those things where you just gotta focus on the present and like just enjoy things for what they are, right? I was never really good at that. Just focusing on the present and what's in front of you, because sometimes we get so caught up in the future that we can't enjoy today. We get caught up in the future, we get caught in the past, and we can't enjoy today. Like goddamn, like let me just appreciate a good conversation with you right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we good and like, you know what I'm saying? If we good and we vibing and whatever like that, like I'm gonna vibe with you today. I'm gonna enjoy that vibe, and I hope that we vibe tomorrow, and I hope that we vibe the next day. And you know what I'm saying? If it grows into something else, it grows into something else. But allowing things to just play out the way that they're supposed to, and not taking it personal when it doesn't go a way that we really expect it to, because at the end of the day it's working out the way that it needs to, but we just gotta allow it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I was definitely getting caught up in the future, like, oh, we could be this, we could be that, we could be shit. I thought we was gonna be dangerous. Like I ain't even gonna care with you, like, because it's the only way. Because it's just like, you a bad motherfucker and I'm a bad motherfucker too. Like we can take this fucking world over, and we still can, because she a bad motherfucker and you know you a bad motherfucker. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like but like
It's
it
like
just,
that.
yeah, it's like that. But it's just like, hey, I mean, it is what it is. Like you gotta allow things to play out, because I was getting caught up in the future, like, oh, we could be this, we could be that. But shit, today we this and we that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't looking quite like that. Like that's some shit later down the line when we get to the place where it is that we going. But see, today Marissa gotta focus on this podcast. Marissa got to focus on her career and stability and shit like that. Like that's the focus right now. And then when that time comes for me to make more, you know what I'm saying? Like we gonna make more. And like, you know, that wherever my person is out there in the motherfucking world, like they focused on that shit right there too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause my nigga thug, you feel me? Like my nigga is I see you, but I don't see you. But like I see your soul. You feel me? So like, yeah. I don't know if that answered it or not.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that answered it or not. You making me get a little too personal and you're like, oh.
I mean, my bad. I didn't mean to do
Nah,
that.
I'm joking. I was joking. Like I 9 times out of 10, I'm
But it's
talking about
vice
shit.
versa. Oh, I think I got an idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, same situation. It's just like it been so long. It's just like dang, you popping out on a whole nother level. Like you done mature. I done mature. Hey,
Hey, I saw something about it was a meme that I saw about Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, right? And it was a picture in like 2012 of them together, and then there was a picture of them like in 2023, right? And the meme was just like ASAP is the epitome of like, if I ever get my girl back, I'm locking that shit the fuck down.
yeah,
And that's been like a reoccurring thing that I keep seeing. You know what I'm saying?
preaching.
That's something that I keep seeing, where it's just like sometimes in life, that one person that like you thought got the fuck away really ain't get away. Y'all just had shit to learn.
Yeah. It's crazy that you bring that up. Somebody said the same thing. Somebody said the same thing.
Y'all just got shit to learn. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I can go through all of my relationships, and you know what I'm saying. And I think when it comes to real love, and I think shit after this we can go ahead and wrap it. But like when it comes to real love, I was having a conversation with somebody else a while ago, and they were like, do you think everybody has a soulmate? I said I think everybody does have a soulmate, but the way that you gonna get them is not what we think it is, right? Because it's a certain amount of healing that you have to do yourself before you can meet the person that you're supposed to be to do forever with. Because if you're not learning the lessons from the things that it is that you've been through, why would God give you your soulmate if you just gonna fuck it up? Why would he give it to you if you just gonna fuck it
up? Bad.
If you sitting here and you just blaming the other person, you don't want to get your shit together, you not taking opportunities, because it's just like, think about if God gives you a soulmate, right? And like, you know what I'm saying, say you're a traditional person and you want to get married and you want to have kids and all that kind of stuff, right? But like, you live at your mama house and you sell drugs and you don't do nothing else, like, you know what I'm saying, like this is life for you. And it's just like, what type of stability can you get at person? You know
None
what I'm
at all.
saying? You still got 50 hoes in your phone because it's easier to deal with hoes than actually sit by yourself and figure out what you want to do as a career to heal those wounds that you got that you don't like to think about. So you drink it away and you smoke it away and you not really dealing with your problems. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have no form of credit. You ain't got a debit card. You ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? But you want God to send in a soulmate so you can have kids and shit. Like, you don't think your family deserves more? Same thing. Like with a female, like I said, because this shit goes either way. Like, you know what I'm saying? You expecting a man to do X, Y, and Z, but you don't know how to do A, B, or C. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you don't know how to play your role either. You want them to do everything for you. You want them to be your daddy because you're not healing them wounds, or you still mad at your mama and shit like that, and you ain't dealing with the stuff that you got to deal with. So you think the way of keeping them, you gotta argue all the time, you gotta be passive aggressive, you gotta go get sneaky links and you gonna fuck it up. So why would God give it to you if you just gonna fuck it up? You don't have to fuck it up. You can change. But why would you get it if you don't take that time and figure out, like, damn, why I keep getting in this situation? Damn, why I keep picking the same types of men or the same types of women? Like, damn, how come every time I get in a relationship I get cheated on, or every time I get in a relationship, like, people can't communicate or they can't keep it 100, like nigga, are you keeping it 100? Are you listening to what that person says? Are you taking them into consideration? Are you making them feel like they matter? Or you think it's just up to them to make you feel like you matter, like you love, like you important?
True.
Do you have self-worth when somebody is showing you with their actions that they don't give a fuck about you? Are you chasing them, or are you actually just cutting your losses and saying, actually, I got self-worth, you're not finna treat me like this?
True.
Because a lot of people stay in situations too that they don't got no fucking business in. No, this shit ain't changing, it's just comfortable.
Wow. That's another topic, but yeah.
That's why I'ma still cheat. That's why I'ma still lie. That's why I'ma keep these hoes in my phone. That's why I ain't ever gonna marry this bitch. That's why I ain't ever gonna get her. Okay. Take what you get though. And don't complain about it either. Take what you get.
True.
I don't know. I feel like this was all over the place, but I still enjoyed the conversation though.
Most definitely. We done went from a lot of things to a lot of things. It's always like that though.
Hell yeah. But we are gonna get into the topic that we did talk about. I still want to do that, but I go with the vibes. And like I ain't gonna lie, like I've been working all week this week. I'm tired today. If I hype myself up like that, I ain't gonna make it home tonight.
Be like that, understandable.
Yeah, but I appreciate you coming through, talking to us today. Did you have anything else you want to talk about before we got out of here today, before we wrap it up?
No. But y'all just go ahead. If y'all for real, like y'all can hit her up. Y'all can hit her up for real. I came to her. She gave me a spot on this show. You see, I'm on her twice. So yo, like for real, like
low key 3 times.
Yeah, but but like for real, like she really about it. Like you gotta come with the conversations though, because hey, these be deep.
Yeah.
Her mind is. But y'all could go ahead and look me up at my social media at MG002 for Instagram. Instagram is MG0147. Other than that, I'll be making beats. I'll be doing all of that. Check out her intro, her outro. Check out her reels and stuff. All of that. That's me behind the beats. But yeah, like only serious and wise only. Don't waste my time.
Not that ass. And if you're looking for me, you can find me at MarissaY17 on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter when I feel like it, but I never feel like it. And Marissa the Thinker on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, I'll be on YouTube sometimes, so go ahead and follow that page. You're looking for Thinker versus Speaker, you can find us at Thinker versus Speaker on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Thinker versus Speaker, and Thinker versus Speaker Official on TikTok. And like he said, if you want to come on the show, you got a topic you want to hear us talk about, you got somebody that you want me to talk to, any of those kind of things, hit me up on social media. Let me know. I'll fuck with you. We can at least have a conversation and find out if it's a good fit. Come fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to talk about anything, everything. Plus, I'm like, I got some real good conversations coming up in the next couple of weeks. So definitely make sure y'all stay strapped up, strapped in, tuned in, all of those things. But on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and get out of here. You got anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, cool. I appreciate you taking the time out to record today. We're going to go ahead and get you set up for another one soon. And then, you know what I'm saying? We just going to keep on rocking it out, having these conversations.
Most definitely.
All right. We'll see y'all next week. Later, y'all.